Welcome to Is It a Girlfriend or Is It Not a Girlfriend for Jay Rush, in which we will show 3 of Jay's current or former suitors, and you will have to decide, was it a girlfriend or is it not a girlfriend? Alright, so let's get right into things here with contestant number 1. Is it a girlfriend or is it not a girlfriend? Alright, I hope you had time to decide. And if you guessed girlfriend, you are correct. Now, we go to contestant number 2. Is it a girlfriend or is it not a girlfriend? Okay, number 2, a little trickier. But I hope you had time to decide. Is it a girlfriend or is it not? If you guessed in number 1 that it was a girlfriend, you are correct. In number 2, if you guessed not a girlfriend, you were correct. Finally, number 3, is it a girlfriend or is it not a girlfriend? You decide. Okay, and that was our final and third contestant here, and is it a girlfriend or is it not a girlfriend of Jay Rush's? On the third one, if you guessed inconclusive, you were correct. That was a trick one, we got you. If you got it, you won the prize. Congrats, and thank you for playing. Is it a girlfriend of Jay Rush's or is it not? To be determined. Okay, well, on to fantasy football, gentlemen. Welcome to week 2. We had an interesting week 1, and some interesting scenarios took place. A lot of intriguing winners. Bill not so good at picking last week. Only went 2 for 3 last week in my prognosticating ability, so I'm going to have to step my game up here and act like I know what I'm talking about. You guys are going to fire me. But 2 and 3 last week. Some interesting games. Some unique winners. But we're going to move ahead to week 2 and break down these games for you, dollar bill style. So let's get into week 2. First off, we have the duo of John Michael and Mike Mullen versus Conway. The duo comes in 0-1 with Conway 1-0. But Conway has serious question marks all the way through the board this week. Will Aaron Rodgers play? Will Devontae Adams play? Will Corey Davis play? I do like J.J. I think Aguilar's a good play here, but many question marks for Conway, where the duo has Zeke. AJ killed it last night. And then we still don't know what Shady's going to do. But I think he recovers a little bit this week. It's going to be a good one. My guess, as of this video, is that even if Rodgers plays, he doesn't play well. I don't know about Adams. So I'm going to give Mike Mullen and John Michael the win here over Conway. They win it 133 to Conway's 112. Next up, Chuck versus Marola. Chuck comes in 0-1. Marola 1-0. On Marola's side of the ball, I'm thinking Rivers isn't the best play this week. I think Buffalo surprises some people. I do think Marola has a strong advantage in the running backs. And right now, I'm curious as to Hopkins' health. So keep an eye on that, Marola. On Chuck's side of the ball, Mixon injured, didn't play too well last night. But I do love Cooks, Antonio Brown, and Gronk. I think that's going to really keep Chuck in this one. And I think it's going to be a very, very close game. And Marola comes a little bit back down to earth after having the most points in the league last week. I think Chuck steals this one. Chuck 139 to Marola's 132. Next up, we go to me versus Jay Rush. Two teams 0-1. Jay Rush second most points in the league last week. Me with fourth most points in the league last week. And yet, we're 0-1, both of us. Interesting scenario. On my side of the ball, I think that I have an advantage in the quarterback and wide receivers. On Jay's side of the ball, I think he has the advantage in the running backs. I think that tight ends and kicker are pretty close. I do think that Jay has the advantage in defense. I think this is going to be a super close game. I think it's going to be fairly high scoring on both sides. But I give Dollar Bill myself the win, 146 to Jay's 143. And there's a possibility here that Jay will be 0-2, but finish the week with the most points in the league. So keep out an eye for that interesting scenario to play out. Most points in the league, 0-2. Could happen to Jay Rush. Moving right along. Blair versus Lager. Two of our younger teams, and yet they come into the season 1-0 on both sides. Looking to run the table here and start a new tradition of young guys winning the trophy. You know, myself, I'm getting tired of winning this ring. Marola, Jordan, you know, a lot of us have won it already a few times. So it would be nice to see a new guy win it. But we'll see how it plays out. We're not going to just give it to you. On Lager's side of the ball, I love how he's drafted. I love how his teams come together. Cam Newton, I think, is big this week. Kamara, still a stud this week. ODB, and I got a Thielen, Adam Thielen. Rudolph, and Quincy Enunwa. Rudolph being a new addition because Marola just apparently likes to hand out top 10 tight ends for nobodies named Cooper Kupp. But, hey, to your advantage, Lager. Congrats. On Blair's side of the ball, I think Saquon Barkley's a stud. Keenan Allen, great play. Melvin Gordon should be a solid play this week. Zach Ertz, I like him to have a big game. Marshawn Lynch, questionable. Got to see how he holds up this week health-wise. I don't know if Randall Cobb can quite have the week he had last week, but I think he has an okay game. Short passes, not many yards. I like Lager to win this one. 158 to Blair's 145. Lager goes 2-0. Finally, we get to DF versus Jordan. A battle for the ages. Two of our head gurus. Two guys that really like to buckle down. They know their stuff. They can smell it. On Jordan's side of the ball, David Johnson, he's up, he's down. The matchup is going to be tough. He's not that healthy. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of points he can produce for you. I do like Michael Thomas as long as he's healthy and plays this week. I think he has a big game. I think Lamar Miller, because of possibly the weather, I think he has a big game against Tennessee this week. I think T.Y. Hilton can find a couple of big plays against Washington. And bless him, Juice Landry. Love him. Think he tears it up against the Saints this week. On DF's side of the ball, he's got Gurley and Kelsey. After that, I don't know what the hell DF did in the draft. I think he maybe made about 2 or 3 picks and then went and got higher than the clouds, thicker than the clouds in Hurricane Florence. And Freeman, now hurt, not playing this week. Brady, on the bench, you never bench Tom Brady. I don't care who he's playing against. He steps up. Robbie Anderson doesn't seem to be Sam Darnold's favorite target, but maybe they get it together this week. Funches, not really a stud. Peyton Barber, going against the Eagles D, not a big fan of that. Chris Carson Monday night against that improved Bears defense. Not looking good. DF's got some work to do to repair this team, I think, guys. But I think Jordan steals this one, 134 to DF's 125. That'll do it here from Dollar Bill Land. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next week with some funnier skits and hopefully some better picking. Good luck this week. Take care.